Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. We have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations, but trying to define the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the San Diego State Aztecs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense comes on the field first today. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity. And that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. The Volunteers will bring their punt team onto the field. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. Oh, and he's got some space here. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
Here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
And this time it's complete. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defense...
He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Important second down play coming up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. past the 50. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for 6. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And the Aztecs pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on... And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Ball handed off. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Well, that's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 national championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. And he's got it down there inside the 35.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Vols will crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. So the offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's moving out of the pocket. And they'll get him down that time.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get into the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Game sets up a 3rd down and goal from the 6. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. He's got it near the end zone. He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
Good job here by this defense of keeping him out of the end zone. Now we got a big decision here for this offense. 4th and goal. First half of a big playoff game. You're down. Do you cut into the lead and put 3 on the board, or do you get aggressive?
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. 4th down and goal. I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
And the point after is good. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Aztecs offense back on the field now. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run with pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. The Aztecs come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. 1st down, looking to throw the football. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Aztecs.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
San Diego State has the lead here, Kirk. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense. The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And the Aztecs are in the red zone. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. The Aztecs will line up now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Important third down play coming up after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, the quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And they hand it off to the back. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. They're 2 for 2 on third down this drive. It's third down and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. Let's see if this score, Kirk, can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Yeah, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. This group has been clicking. It really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. And second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Looking for the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so second and 5. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle, but first down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
And the Aztecs pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today. The Aztecs getting set on 1st and 10. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. And the Aztecs hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Touchdown, Aztecs. This offense is still clicking. See if they can convert the point after. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Handoff running right. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
The Vols will kick this away to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. San Diego State offense on the field now. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And you get the second half started with the running play. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, San Diego State. This one is getting ugly.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
42, Tennessee, 14.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Airing this one out toward the sideline. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 40. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. On the run here, lets it go. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Aztecs are in the red zone. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets hauled in here over the middle. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Hand off to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. First down here for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Dump off caught by the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Play action here on first down. Quick throw to his receiver, but they can't make the connection. Falls incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Makes a quick catch. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The Volunteers pick up enough yardage for a first down. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Hits the running back in the flat. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. This is the 6th play on the drive. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Brings up second down. Here we go. Alert!
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work with 44.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quick throw, the catch is made. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
And off in a single back formation. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Brings up second down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Caught near the goal line. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. And the Aztecs looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Aztecs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. BAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
That makes the score. San Diego State 49, Tennessee 14.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Receiver makes the catch. It's a fumble. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
Ball carried by the running back.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll try the jet sweep here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
San Diego State has the lead here, Kirk. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. We'll check out the stats so far. So let's get back to the action. 1 quarter away. What would be an impressive CFP statement? A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Long enough and good. And that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And it's caught. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Now it's second down here.
Brings up second down.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He pulls it in for a big gain. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense is not giving up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
And the Volunteers will line up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Pressure is coming. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Slides down, will avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And now the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That run sets up a critical third down play. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Third down play for this offense. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And here comes a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, San Diego State. To stretch the lead, the route is on. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. Second down after that completion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
First down for the offense.
And he'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker. Second down after that previous play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. The Volunteers will try to keep this drive moving. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it's picked off. He throws it right into the double coverage and pays for it. And the offense trots back out on the field again. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Second down after that run on the previous play. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Aztecs. And the beatdown continues. Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Looking to throw it on first down. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
They'll run it to the right side. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.